Hey, it's a Tuesday, and I want to talk to you about a different mother completely than yesterday. This mother's story is found in 1 Samuel chapter 21. 1 Samuel chapter 20, there had been a famine in the land for 3 years. And David began to seek the face of the Lord. Why has there been a famine in our country for 3 years? Not enough food, not what they needed to even eat. And so he went to the Lord, and the Lord said to him, he said, it's because of what Saul did to the Gibeonites. Saul went in and destroyed the Gibeonites after there was an agreement between the children of Israel and the Gibeonites. And so David contacts the Gibeonites and said, what can I do to cause us to make amends for what Saul has done? So the Gibeonites send back a kind of a different message, and they said, we don't want any of your gold, we don't want any silver, we don't want anything. All we want is for the sons of Saul to be sent that we might hang them. Now, I realize that's not a real exciting, enticing message about Mother's Day, but there's a woman in the story, and she's a concubine. She's a concubine of Saul, and she had 2 sons. And so what they asked for was 7 men, and it's not an exciting story, even a fun story, but the story is about Rizpah. And the Bible said of Rizpah that when they took and hung the 7 descendants of Saul, that Rizpah found a rock, and every day she didn't leave her sons. And the Bible said that when the fowl there would come to pick away the flesh of her boys, she fought. And you know what the Bible talks about the fowl there? It talks about evil spirits that come against someone. And so she wouldn't do it. And every night in the midnight hour, when the beast would come out in the nighttime to try and attack her sons and the flesh, she refused to let it happen. In other words, this one woman who was a concubine, not married to Saul, but had children by Saul, and the children died, she refused. As a matter of fact, it was such an amazing story that the word got back to King David, what was going on. And King David said, bury those boys in the tomb of Benjamin. Because the mother's love was so strong, she was unwilling to surrender her boys. Even though they were dead, she was not going to let the fowl of the air and the beasts of the night attack the flesh of her sons. And so she fought and fought and fought. I'm telling you, if there's ever been a time when we need to be fighting, it's today. We need to realize that. I read a story about a World War II veteran who was in France. And he comes back from France, and his body is mangled. He's lost his sight. He's just absolutely a horrible casualty of World War II. And so he's in the hospital, and he told the commanding officers, don't tell anybody I'm here. I'm so ashamed of what I look like. I'm ashamed that I can't see. I'm ashamed that I'll never be a man to take care of my family farm. And he said, don't tell anybody. And so the chaplain sent word to his mama that he'd come back from France, and he was in a hospital in D.C., and she lived in upstate New York in a small family farm. She got a train and came to the place where this young man was at, walks into the ward. He can't see anything. She sits down beside him and touches him. And he said, Mama, I would know your touch anywhere. Can I tell you this? The touch of a mama's hand literally changes lives. I read a story, and you probably remember the story. It happened in 1986, man, I remember it. It was a space shuttle Challenger. There was one lady on the Challenger, and she was a school teacher, and she was going to teach a couple lessons, and she's going to do other things. Within a short period of time of liftoff, the Challenger exploded. The thing about Krista McCullough was that morning on her way out the door, her 3-year-old daughter said, Mama, don't leave. Mama, don't leave. It's a unique connection between a mother and a daughter, and somehow this daughter was aware that Mama didn't need to leave that day. I want to encourage you as a mother, realize life is hard for kids and it's hard for you, but God has placed you there to be the mother of the children. So let me encourage you. I read a poem the other day saying, one may be rich, another man may have gold and silver, but said, my mama read to me. When you read to your children, you may not think it's important, may not think it makes a difference, but mothers, you're so valuable. Thank you for being a mother.